Being in a band is one of the hardest things that I've ever done, and I've done a lot of bullshit. People don't understand, I don't think, how hard it really is. It's not just a big party. People that think it is, as far as musicians, they're the ones that'll never go anywhere. It takes so much ambition, dedication, sacrifice is probably the biggest word I'll use, and just, knuckle down hard work to get what you want. Got to set a lot of small goals to get to the big goal. Most musicians in general, I've found, are arm folders that say they can do it better. They can talk the talk, but not walk the walk. There's a lot of fabulous musicians out there that they'll never go anywhere because they can't work in a team situation, and that's what it takes. The second inception of the Blessed Virgin Larry I had put together was 2001. We had an entire light show. We had a lot of props. It took hours to put it all together and hours to take it all down. We didn't have, elaborate road crews and stuff like that. And I can remember it was right at the time of the bombing because we had four more shows set up when I received a call. It was like the first week of September. I received a call from one of the band members telling me that they had all decided that they weren't going to load or unload anymore because they were the talent. So it left me in a position to where I had to do it all myself. So me and one other guy, one of the road crew guys, he would show up and we would start setting everything up. Man, the band would show up. So it totally infuriated me, and I was but I had four shows left on the books. One of them was a TV show. I don't like to cancel shows because I'm committed. So basically, I kept my mouth shut and worked through the four shows, and the last show was on September 11th of 2001, the day of the bombing. So I called the bar owner that day, and we discussed it, and we decided that, we couldn't put on a show that night. There probably wouldn't be anybody there, and second of all, the Blessed Virgin Larry is pretty harsh with a lot of harsh messages. We just couldn't be pushing that down people's throat, when they're grieving. The whole country was grieving. So that was the last show we did, and there was a lot of other turmoil in the band. The different members were having affairs with each other, and it was all blowing up in each other's faces. I had a couple of transsexuals in the band at the time, beautiful girls, but they were packing a heavy load downstairs. And it was funny because we'd roll into some of these hodunk bars, and the guys would just go crazy over these chicks. They had no idea that they were really guys. So it was kind of an inside joke that we never really, told anybody. It was a good project at the time. It was just, the bombing, happened, and the environment, the way the nation felt at the time, and I shut it down for probably almost a year before I started, pumping it again. Started seeing web hits again, started getting requests for interviews, started getting a lot of press on my the very first CD. We were in Kerrang and Outburn, starting to get into some magazines internationally. So it just brought me to the point where I felt like it's time to start it all up again, man. So we got the machine going, and I started writing songs. I spent a lot of time up in Shreveport, Louisiana, recorded a few songs up there in a studio, then brought it all back down here to Florida and started getting serious.